The following is a commercial program paid for by Brooks Browning of Edward Jones Financial. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
I believe in being a consistent and valuable resource to my clients throughout their lives. These are the words of my special guest. Let's hear what he has to say right now. Thank you for joining us today. In the studio is Brooks Browning with Edward Jones. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Lauren.
Let's talk about financial planning.
Sure.
When should someone see a financial advisor?
Well, there are a lot of circumstances in which someone should do that. I will tell you that there are a handful of common ones. One of those is going to be your first professional job. We can help our clients explore the employer plan options they may have in front of them. Another one is going to be marriage, of course. We want to make sure that as a couple comes together, there's not any financial redundancies in their investments. The other one, of course, for many people is going to be the birth of a child. So we want to make sure that that child is protected regardless of what happens maybe to the parents throughout that child's life. Of course, and the big one is going to be retirement. Retirement brings all kinds of questions, and perhaps the most critical of all those. And not to forget, end-of-life planning. Very important that the money that our clients have worked so hard for, that it gets to where it's intended to get to upon a client's death.
It sounds like pretty much all of life's milestones we need to come talk to you guys.
You were absolutely correct.
So what questions should someone ask of a financial advisor?
Well, again, there's many questions that we get, a wide variety. However, when it pertains to retirement in particular, it seems to generate a litany of questions that are incredibly important. You know, one of those common ones is going to be, do I have enough money to retire? Or am I going to run out of money during retirement? Another one would be also, how much income should I be taking, or how much should I be withdrawing from my retirement account during retirement? You know, and I'm also a fan, I think this is very important, of finding out what fees you're paying someone like me or a firm like Edward Jones. There's nothing wrong with asking for some clarity there. I want to make sure my clients understand to the penny what they're paying me and what they're paying Edward Jones for the array of services that we provide. So that's a very important question. And lastly, making sure that whoever you're working with, that you understand the level of risk that you're taking. That can have a tremendous impact on your happiness, your financial well-being, and whether or not some of those questions that you have about retirement are answered in the way that you hope they're going to be.
Someone out there watching may think, oh, it's too late for me, or I'm already past all of this. Is it ever too late to contact you guys?
I would say call my office and let's talk about it, and let's see. Don't throw the towel in. Don't consider it too late. Don't think that the ship has sailed. I've seen those circumstances many times, and oftentimes it's just a matter of a few changes that may need to be made to get that client on the right track, have the right expectations. And then the last key component is having someone like myself to partner with you, frankly, through the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you would like our viewers to know?
My number one concern is my client's long-term financial goals. And there's a critical way in which I do that and in which I approach it. And that is, we want to identify what's most important to that client, to him or her. We want to develop a personalized process to help them achieve those goals. And then we want to partner with them, again, the rest of their life to make sure they stay on track.
How can we find you?
Well, Google, of course, helps. I have an Edward Jones website, okay, which if you go to Edward Jones and search Brooks Browning, you'll find me. But I'm on R Street in the Heights. Okay. I tell people right across from Burgess, because they know Burgess. And but please do give me a call. I'd love to sit down and talk with someone who may need a little bit of counsel.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sitting down and talking with us.
Thank you, Lauren.
And thank you for joining us. That is Edward Jones. This is Brooks Browning. We'll see you next time.